Ever since Geometry Dash released in 2013, players have tried to defy the limits, either by discovering game-breaking glitches or by making literal 3D games inside of the 2D editor. But one of the challenges that players pushed themselves to complete was a task so hard, only a few players managed to even participate in it. Where every jump and timing demands flawless precision and determination, where pixels and frames matter, as well as thousands of attempts and hard work. The task was completing the 21 main levels in the least amount of clicks humanly possible. This is the Geometry Dash A-Button Challenge, the quest for perfection. But wait, what do I mean by the A button? In Geometry Dash, players click with their mouse, press the spacebar or arrow keys, or even tap the screen on mobile. Well, the term A button is derived from the 1996 Nintendo classic, Super Mario 64. In this game, talented minds managed to get all 120 stars using the A button, only 14 times. For this video, the A button represents player input, and they will be referred to simply by clicks for straightforwardness. The Geometry Dash A button challenge and its associated events trace their origins back to the GD forums. It all began with a user named hexagonGD, who suggested the idea of completing levels with the fewest attempts possible as an alternative to speedrunning the game. Little did they know the far-reaching impact this would have over the years. Well, let's start from the beginning. A level that every player played. Stereo Madness. Right below the forum post, a user named Kasai claimed completion of Stereo Madness in 26 clicks, setting the initial threshold for the level. On December 3rd, 2016, someone says she managed to achieve a 25-click completion. But we won't delve into the run since it involved simple holding and regular jumps. It would take someone approximately 320 days, nearly a year, to surpass the previous record. And that's precisely what Eclipse accomplished on October 19th, 2017. The click save occurred in the last ship section. While Seshi released at the ship portal, Eclipse held onto the ship, allowing it to ascend before releasing. This simple save eliminated the need for an extra click to reach the platform. The next significant save came in 2 days, weeks, months, years. Surprisingly, the community surrounding the challenge went silent for almost 2.5 years. Nonetheless, HarderGD managed to save an entire click from the previous world record, bringing the click count to 24 to beat Stereo Madness. This click save was achieved in the first part of the level, where previous record holders used to jump on the right side of the gap. By jumping on the left side, HarderGD made subsequent jumps align with a single jump, ultimately saving a click. With the click count reduced to 23, surpassing all expectations, a period of silence ensued. Months turned into years, and the community seemed dormant, until one day, on June 24, 2022, this happened. This one didn't save just one, but 2 entire clicks from Stereo Madness, bringing the total click count to 21 to complete the first level of the game. Let's examine how this was accomplished. By precisely jumping on this specific frame, Ivan merged jumps 2 and 3 into a single click. Furthermore, by holding with a particular setup, they managed to save an additional click, which didn't require frame-perfect precision. But What about this strange moment? Yeah, let's talk hitboxes. In Geometry Dash, collisions are handled using hitboxes. The game has gained a reputation for occasionally having faulty hitboxes, with geometries that may not align perfectly. Notably, the player icon has a separate hitbox from the cube. The icon hitbox is immune, while the cube hitbox is not. When the player lands on the ground, the game checks collision with the cube hitbox rather than the icon hitbox. It's worth mentioning that the cube hitbox does not rotate, unlike the icon hitbox. This difference allows for certain jumps like the one demonstrated earlier to be successfully executed, despite appearing to be impossible due to the hitbox misalignment. To this day, Stereo Madness remains the level with the fewest clicks required to complete out of the 21 main levels. It holds an unbeatable record that certainly will not change in the near future. Wait, did I just jump back on track? Well, as of the time I'm recording this video, the records for these levels haven't changed. For over 5 years, Back on Track has remained at 33 clicks, with the most recent task also at 33 clicks. Similarly, Dryout is stuck at 40 clicks and Base After Base at 39. Therefore, if a level hasn't received a significant click save, it won't be documented in this video. Now let's shift our focus to Polargeist. On July 24, 2021, Martin Sane set a record for this level with a total of 68 clicks. However, this record was shattered by none other than Ivan on August 22, 2022, who managed to lower the record by an insane 6 clicks. Let's take a closer look at the run. Ivan's run incorporated several impressive click saves. At 15%, instead of landing on and jumping from a low platform, they jumped over it. A hold at 29% skipped a jump by landing on a platform. By continuing to hold at 62%, they avoided landing on the secret coin platform, saving 2 clicks. Another hold at 79% allowed them to bypass the need to jump on a particular platform. Finally, a precise jump at 82% made it possible to jump over the bottom platform. And only a few moments after the record, 2 more clicks were saved. Incredible as it may seem, the first 2 jumps in the level are not impossible, thanks to hitboxes. Yes, hitboxes play a crucial role in enabling these seemingly impossible jumps, which results in the total being 60 clicks for this level. In total, an impressive 8 clicks were saved in Polargeist, a significant accomplishment within the GD ABC. Theory of Everything holds a significant place in the GD A Button Challenge. On October 16, 2018, the play set a world record for the level with a total of 81 clicks, marking a remarkable achievement within the community. While we won't dive into the details of the play's run, as it involves relatively straightforward gameplay, there were notable strategies employed, such as holding at the start to prevent the click counter from counting clicks. This technique would be a common practice in other levels due to Geometry Dash triggers working on the first frame after respawning, so holding right before respawning doesn't count as a click. Or maybe it counts as a half press. And another save was a precise setup here to completely skip the rest of the level by jumping between the saws. Genius. The play's world record stood unchallenged for an impressive duration. It took a staggering 1,142 days before someone else managed to surpass the record, highlighting the level's relative lack of attention within the community. However, this all changed on December 1st, 2021, when Oxy made history by achieving 2 significant click saves, lowering the total to 79. This accomplishment injected new life into the theory of everything record progression. In Oxy's run, 2 crucial click saves were made in the UFO section. By carefully timing jumps and utilizing precise inputs, Oxy managed to complete the section with only 3 jumps instead of the typical 4 employed in the previous run. And also 2 clicks were used here instead of 3. This reduction in clicks demonstrated the evolving strategies and optimization efforts within the GD button challenge. But the story didn't end here. On February 22, 2022, Watch Piggy made an impressive breakthrough, setting a new world record of 77 clicks for Theory of Everything. Watch Piggy's run showcased the mastery of click-saving techniques in the ball section. By clicking as late as possible on the edge of the black platform, Watch Piggy barely reached the orb, being only a few frames from death, achieving a remarkable 2-click reduction compared to Oxy's record. And unless a new strategy comes out, Theory of Everything will stay at 77 clicks, proving that time doesn't matter within the GD button challenge. Clubstep. The first main demon level, where players have managed to optimize it in various ways. As usual, let's begin by setting a click threshold to beat, which was initially established in a guide by Cess uploaded on October 25, 2017, with a total of 116 clicks to complete Clubstep. On May 10, 2020, Kizibro achieved a 113 click completion. Or did he? It turned out to be a theoretical world record in practice mode, not a task or a completed run. And it turns out it wasn't even a world record, because way before, on December 22nd, 2018, BGCMR had claimed a theoretical click reduction at 112 clicks. But wait, it gets even worse. Silver had already snatched the record back in November 2018 with yet another theoretical run featuring 111 clicks. Surely this is it, right? On May 8th, 2021, Halo Zombies completed another theoretical run, an impressive 110 clicks. Okay, are we finally over? Nah. Watch Piggy later secured a 109 click task run on May 4th, 2022. Okay, to make this less confusing, let's focus on 3 runs: Silver's, Halo Zombies, and Watch Piggy's. We'll study each click save that occurred since Cess's original guide and break down the impressive optimizations in Clubstep. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into the click saves. Silver's 111 click run started off by skipping the pink orb after the blue orb spam and landing on a tight block. The timing was also frame perfect. At 41%, Cess skipped a blue pad, clicked 2 orbs, and then continued normally. But what Silver did was time the last blue orb so that the gravity given by the yellow pad can propel you directly to the platform until this yellow orb, all in a single click. And at 60%, Silver did this. And finally, in this specific place, Silver held the ship and he buffered the orb in 1 click, which is somehow possible. Next up is Halo Zombies run, which had 2 click saves. Wait, how? Isn't it 1 click less than Silver's record? Well, the explanation is pretty simple. He just didn't do the last click save. Anyways, at 35%, instead of clicking the orb chain, he did this instead. And this was perfectly timed, and it saves 2 entire clicks. Now, what did Watch Piggy do to claim the world record? He combined both of the records to do this. And there you have it. Clubstep currently stands at 109 clicks, and it also stands for having the weirdest world record progression out of the 21 main levels. As we arrive at Hexagon Force, the level that truly lives up to its name with its fabulous hexagonal geometry. Aside from its outstanding visuals, let's delve into the click saving opportunities within the level. We'll start by establishing the threshold for Hexagon Force at 96 clicks, a record set by the play on November 3rd, 2018. The play's run showcased solid gameplay, although there were areas that could be further optimized. However, on March 14th, 2021, a groundbreaking world record shattered all expectations. Can you guess how many clicks were saved here? 1, 3, 5, 10? I will let this run speak for itself. Comatose achieved an astonishing 76 clicks on Hexagon Force, surpassing the previous record by a mind-boggling 20 clicks. Explaining every click save in detail would take an extensive amount of time, but it's undoubtedly worth diving into. The click saving journey begins at 30%, where the play used a click while Comatose opted to hold instead. An overall more optimized UFO section contributed to a single click save. However, Comatose's run took a radically different turn. With a precise timing at 63%, Comatose entered the mini-ship dual portal with normal gravity, bypassing the entire cluster of portals. Navigating this section with minimal clicks, Comatose reached the Q part and executed a skip that saved a staggering 18 clicks from the previous record. This skip redefined the boundaries of what was thought possible in Hexagon Force. However, the record-breaking journey didn't end here. On July 13, 2023, Blazon set a record of 74 clicks, dethroning the previous record's 2-year reign. Let's examine how Blazon achieved these 2 click saves. One click was saved through a super precise timing on the blue orb, completely altering the orb parts and offering significant click reduction. The other save occurred in the final Q part, where Blazon held throughout instead of separating it into 2 clicks, requiring a frame-perfect timing. At this point, it seemed that the record couldn't possibly go any lower. Just 2 days after Blazon's record, Adia shattered expectations once again by completing Hexagon Force in a groundbreaking 72 clicks. This achievement pushed the boundaries even further, surpassing the play's former world record by an impressive 24 clicks. Let's explore how Adia managed to save these clicks. Adia followed the steps of the previous world record, but added a new twist. By clicking the orb with the X and then holding, Adia skipped 2 entire clicks, further solidifying the remarkable progress made in Hexagon Force. These record-breaking achievements demonstrate the constant evolution and innovation within the GD A button challenge for Hexagon Force. Each new breakthrough pushes the boundaries and showcases the ingenuity and skill of the players involved. Blast Processing, the level that introduced the wave game mode, and I'm sure levels will utilize it correctly and make it enjoyable for other people. The world record journey for this level began on September 24th, 2017, when the legend HexagonGD completed it in 94 clicks, However, the level didn't receive much attention until August 4th, 2022, almost 5 years later, which is just insane. The player Chellify made a notable attempt and achieved 93 clicks. Or did he? Well, I have no idea why, but the version hexagonGD was playing on had a pink pad removed, which costed him a click. So does it really count as a world record? Sure, I'll accept it. Well, it remained at 93 clicks until July 3rd, 2023, when Etaskai managed to complete the level with a remarkable 92 clicks, where Etaskai timed the blue orb to get as close as possible to the second pink orb's hitbox, ultimately saving a click. And that was blast processing. Yeah. Okay. I just received information that blast processing had a world record a year ago, before Etaskai and Chellify. This single run utilizes so many tricks to save clicks, it's insane. It pushes the game to its absolute limit, having to sacrifice to save clicks. I'm talking about Faku28's 89 click completion of blast processing. The runs start as fine and normal compared to former records, but it all changes at 58% when Faku did this. This is portal skipping. This technique involves the third user hitbox, which is the blue one used for regular solids like blocks. So by being careful and employing frame perfect clicking, you can skip the portal hitbox without touching the block. But this is no easy task because of how small the window is to do this trick. But if used correctly, almost every single portal after the wave can be skipped. This is why I call it the sacrifice, because you use a bunch of clicks to do the trick to save more later. And he didn't stop there. At 87%, he did it again, but this time with this ship, which is arguably harder to do, but this saved a massive amount of clicks. And all we could do now is just watch as Faku completes the first ever sub 90 click run of blast processing, introducing a new technique to the challenge for later generations to use. Moving on to the final main level of the game, Fingerdash, which introduced the dash orbs and the spider game mode. The earliest world record I could find for this level was set by Nexus, with 113 clicks on October 10th, 2017. However, another runner named Nell swiftly snatched the record just a day later, saving a mind-blowing 6 clicks. It seemed like Nexus had missed out on several opportunities to save clicks. At 34%, Nell cleverly timed the black orb to skip the J blocks that prevented the player from holding, then perfectly executed another timing on the blue orb to skip additional J blocks, reducing the click count from 4 to 2 to reach the blue orb chain. Nell also optimized the ship section to save 1 click. At 78%, Nell demonstrated that holding could change the gravity for the spider instead of requiring additional clicks. In the UFO part, he managed to make the cube jump barely avoid the spike, resulting in a click save. These were the remarkable 6 clicks Nell saved from Nexus's run. But the optimization didn't stop there. On February 23rd, 2020, Nakaron further reduced the click count by 1, finding a way to save a click during the transition from ship to robot. Holding at the last ship click allowed the robot to execute a max jump and safely land on the platform. Fast forward to July 27th, 2023, when Blazin accomplished the feat of lowering the total to 105 clicks. By precisely jumping in this specific frame, since Clubstep didn't put blocks in here, so the structure is empty, you can barely make it through, saving a click. And so, Fingerdash currently stands at 105 clicks, contributing to the final amount of 1,653 clicks required to beat the 21 main levels with minimum inputs. For me, I'd like to add a final statement about the challenge, sharing my thoughts on potential future reductions. Currently, the minimal amount needed to beat Geometry Dash stands at 1,653 clicks, an impressive sub 1660, and with ongoing improvements, it's possible to see further reductions. Perhaps we can aim in the best scenario for a sub 1600, or even better in the future. I see no feasible world where the game is entirely beaten in under 1500 clicks without resorting to extreme game-breaking glitches. In conclusion, this is only the beginning, and a wave of new records await the GD button challenge. But not just the 21 main levels. Many other levels like Retray and the Nightmare are receiving the same treatment. As Bismuth once famously said, Mount Everest wasn't meant to be climbable. It doesn't care if anyone manages to reach the top or not. Geometry Dash was never designed to be beaten in under 1600 clicks. The game doesn't care if it's possible, but we do. And until we reach the top, we'll keep on climbing.